Look, I know what you're thinking. Another vampire story? Really? But, hear me out. Because what happened to me last month in Seattle is going to make you delete every dating app on your phone. I promise you that. My name's Jake Martinez, and 3 weeks ago, I was just another lonely software engineer living in Capitol Hill, swiping right on women who were probably way out of my league. Seattle in October is gorgeous, the leaves turning orange and red, the constant drizzle making everything look like a movie set, coffee shops on every corner. It's the kind of place where you feel like something magical could happen, and, well, something did happen, just not the kind of magic I was hoping for. Her name was Vivian. At least that's what her profile said. Vivian, 28, loves old movies, hates sunlight, vegetarian, looking for something real. The photos showed this stunning woman with pale skin, dark hair, and these eyes that seemed to look right than my por. Udis. Sagami my mirror. The data through the screen, through me. I almost didn't swipe right. She was too beautiful, too perfect. Girls like that don't match with guys like me, 5'9", dad bod starting to creep in. Wardrobe consisting mostly of hoodies and jeans. But something made me do it. Maybe it was the way she smiled in one photo, like she had a secret. Maybe it was the loneliness. Maybe it was just fate. We matched instantly. Like, the second I swiped, there it was. It's a match! Her first message came through before I could even think of something clever to say. Jake, I've been waiting for you. Weird opener, right? But I laughed it off. Probably just her sense of humor. We started chatting. She was funny, intelligent, and weirdly intense. She asked deep questions right away. None of that how's your day small talk. She wanted to know about my fears, my dreams, what I thought happened after death. Do you believe in eternal life? She asked on our second day of messaging. Like religion stuff? I typed back. Like, would you want to live forever if you could? I thought about it. I don't know. Forever is a long time. You'd watch everyone you love die. Yes, she replied. You would, but you'd also have time to do everything, see everything, become everything you ever wanted to be. Sounds lonely, I wrote. There was a long pause. Then, it is. That's why I need someone. Red flag, right? I should have known. But loneliness makes you stupid. It makes you ignore the obvious warning signs because maybe, just maybe, this could be the one. We agreed to meet at a coffee shop in Fremont. She insisted it had to be after sunset. She worked strange hours, she said. Night shifts at a hospital. Made sense. Seattle's full of people with weird schedules. The coffee shop was called the Night Owl, which should have been my second red flag. It was one of those places that stays open until 2 in the morning, catering to insomniacs, artists, and apparently vampires. I got there 15 minutes early because I'm that kind of nervous. The place was nearly empty, just a barista with too many piercings scrolling through their phone, and an old guy in the corner reading a book that looked like it was bound in leather. Real leather. Then she walked in, and I, forgot how to breathe. The photos hadn't done her justice. Vivian was tall, taller than me in her heels, and moved with this fluid grace that made everyone in the room turn and stare. She wore a long black coat that looked vintage, maybe from the 1940s, and her hair cascaded down her back like a dark waterfall. But it was her eyes that got me. Deep brown, almost black, and ancient. That's the word that popped into my head. Ancient. Jake, she said. And her voice was like honey and smoke. You're even more handsome in person. I stammered something stupid. She smiled, and I saw her teeth. Perfect. White. Normal. Of course they were normal. What was I expecting? Fangs. We ordered drinks. She got black coffee. No sugar. No cream. I got my usual vanilla latte with extra foam because I'm basic like that. We sat in a corner booth, and she asked me questions. So many questions. About my family, my childhood, my memories. Tell me about your happiest moment, she said, leaning forward. I told her about this time when I was 8, at my grandmother's house in New Mexico. We'd watched the sunset together, and she told me stories about her youth. Simple, pure, happy. Vivian's eyes got misty. I miss that, she whispered. Having those kinds of memories. New ones, I mean. When's the last time you made a good memory? I asked. She was quiet for a long moment. 1987, she finally said. I laughed. You weren't even born in 1987. She didn't laugh back, just stared at me with those ancient eyes. No, she said softly. I suppose I wasn't. The conversation shifted. We talked about movies. She loved old noir films, had somehow seen all of them in theaters. My parents took me, she explained when I raised an eyebrow. We talked about music. She preferred jazz from the 30s and 40s. It reminds me of home, she said. Everything about her screamed wrong, but everything about her felt right. Does that make sense? It's like when you know you shouldn't eat that third slice of pizza, but you do it anyway because in the moment, it's exactly what you want. Do you want to take a walk? She asked after we'd been talking for 2 hours. I know a place. It's beautiful at night. Every horror movie I'd ever seen screamed at me to say no. Every instinct told me this was a bad idea. But I looked into her eyes, and I said yes. We walked to Cary Park, up on Queen Anne Hill. The view of the city from there is insane. The Space Needle lit up, the skyline glittering, Elliott Bay spreading out dark and endless beyond. There was a full moon that night, huge, orange, hanging low in the sky like it was watching us. Blood. Moon. Vivian said softly. Rare. Powerful. It's beautiful, I said. It's dangerous. She turned to me, and in the moonlight her skin seemed to glow. Jake, I need to tell you something before this goes any further. Before I do something I can't take back. My heart was pounding. What is it? She took a step closer. I could smell her perfume, something old-fashioned like roses and vanilla. I'm not what you think I am. What do you mean? Another step. She was inches from me now. I could feel the cold radiating off her body. Not cool, cold, like standing next to an open freezer. I'm not human, she whispered. I haven't been human for a very long time. I should have run. Should have laughed it off. Should have called an Uber and gotten the hell out of there. But I was frozen. Literally, frozen. I couldn't move my legs. Couldn't turn my head. It was like she had some kind of power over me. I'm sorry, she said, and she sounded like she meant it. You seem like a good person. You remind me of someone I knew once, someone I loved. But I'm so hungry, Jake. So hungry. And it's been so long since I felt anything, any connection. Her mouth opened, and that's when I saw them. The fangs, real honest-to-God fangs sliding down from her gums like switchblades. They gleamed in the moonlight. Please, I managed to whisper. Please, don't. I'm sorry, she said again, and then she lunged. Pain. That's all I remember from the next few minutes. Searing, white-hot pain in my neck as her teeth tore through skin and muscle. I tried to scream, but no sound came out. I tried to fight, but my arms wouldn't move. I just stood there paralyzed while she drank. I could feel my blood leaving my body, could feel my heart struggling to pump what little remained, could feel my consciousness starting to fade, like someone was slowly turning down the dimmer switch on my life. This is it, I thought. This is how I die. On a beautiful October night in Seattle, murdered by a woman I met on a dating app. My mom's going to be so embarrassed at my funeral. But then she stopped, pulled away. Blood. My blood. Dripped from her mouth. She looked horrified, disgusted with herself. No, she said. No, not again. I can't do this again. She bit her own wrist, tearing the pale flesh open. Black blood welled up. She pressed it to my lips. Drink, she commanded. If you want to live, drink. I didn't want to. God, I didn't want to. But my body moved on its own, my mouth latching onto her wrist, drinking the thick, cold liquid that tasted like copper and darkness and death. The world exploded. That's the only way I can describe it. Every color became brighter. Every sound became louder. I could hear heartbeats from houses blocks away. Could smell the fear of a rabbit hiding in someone's backyard. Could feel the vibrations of the earth itself beneath my feet. And I could feel the hunger. Oh God, the hunger. Vivian pulled her wrist away. It healed instantly, the torn flesh knitting back together like it had never been broken. I'm sorry, she said, for the third time. You'll hate me for this. They all do, eventually. But I couldn't let you die. I couldn't watch another one die. What did you do to me? My voice sounded different, deeper, colder. I turned you